G'day, Oz ADV Rider here. Just want to have a quick chat today about customising motorcycles and why I did it. Yeah, every now and then I'll get a comment on a picture of my bike saying why. Now I fully understand if people don't like what I've done to my bike, that's fine. But when people just say why what? Why did I do it? Why did I choose blue for my brake line? I don't know what they're asking. But anyway, we'll have a bit of a chat about it. Most adventure bikes are customised to some degree. Pretty much everyone puts some kind of farkle on there, whether it be more comfortable seats, luggage, taller windscreen, better lights. That's all pretty normal stuff, but I've kind of gone a bit past that, I think. Once you start chopping things and putting things that weren't meant to be on there, I'm going to call that a custom motorcycle. So part of the reason I did it, because I always wanted to customise a bike. When I was younger I wanted a Harley, then I got into the Street Fighters, I wanted one of those. But then once I started riding off-road I kind of lost interest in road bikes. I had ideas of buying an old Triumph and turning it into a desert sled, but those bikes are very expensive. I couldn't justify buying one just to muck around with in the shed. So during lockdowns I had nothing to do and I thought, why not customise what I've got? So yeah, that's where it all started, and I started chopping into this bike. So I went for more of a retro look, just very minimalist, small headlight, small dash. Yes, I did my bike. It's partly for looks. I like the naked look, like I said, but mostly practical. I wanted the bike lighter and higher, better suspension. So that's what I did. Stripped some weight off. Yeah, then I extended the forks, put a bigger shock on the back, and now I've just put a WR450 front end to get some better control. The bike feels great. I love it how it is. If I was doing a lot of highway touring on the bike, I probably wouldn't have done it. But I can still load this thing up and go touring. I've done it. When I put the 21-inch wheel on, and I was happy with it, I loaded the bike up and did a camping trip, and I did some pretty gnarly tracks with it loaded up, no problems. So the bike's definitely better off-road, and it's still capable of touring. I'm sure if you're doing 120, 130k an hour for hours on end, you probably want a screen, but I like the bike without the screen. I hate the way the air turbulates behind it. When it rains you can see it swirling around, and I much prefer it naked. Well, that's just me. And that is why you customise a bike. Make it to suit yourself. And my brother-in-law has a Harley Road King, and he's just put a suicide shifter on it. You think, why the hell would you do that? If you don't know what a suicide shifter is, it's clutches down at your left foot, and the gear lever you do by hand is just below the seat. So does that make the bike go better, easier to ride? Of course not. So why did he do it? Because he wanted to. It's his bike. He's always wanted a suicide shift. He got sick of waiting for the right bike, so he just went, bugger it, I'm doing it on the bike I'm riding now. And he's loving it. He said it's definitely taken some getting used to riding it, as you could imagine. But at the same time, it's not that hard to ride. Anyway, that's all I've got to say in the matter. Next vlog I'll talk about the two mods that made the biggest difference on this bike. Well, after riding it today with a new front end, there might be three. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.